The day my SAT score comes in, I automatically call out to the living room. Final part. My forehead slammed hard against the rigid inner shell of the head, and my vision went black for a second. I leaned against the wall, unable to catch my breath for a long time. Yet, not a single person checked on me. Instead, Mom grabbed Reynolds' hand and asked anxiously, "Reynold, does your hand hurt?" Paige was frowning too. "He's wearing such a thick suit. Why bother pushing him? What if you hurt yourself?" Julia cooed at him softly. "Don't worry. No one's blaming you." While they were all crowded around Reynold, I stumbled away. My face was completely soaked. I couldn't tell if they were sweat or tears. By the time I clocked out that evening, my forehead had swollen into a massive lump. Fortunately, it was payday that day. Clutching the $3,000 in cash, I headed to the night market. I wanted to treat myself to a bowl of warm chicken soup and a shaved ice dessert. Just thinking about it made my mouth water, and a faint smile finally slipped onto my face. But the moment I handed over the cash, the vendor grabbed my wrist in a tight grip. He held up the bill, his face twisting in anger. "You look like a decent young man. Why the hell are you up to no good? Where did you get this fake cash?" I froze at once. My first thought was that the vendor was trying to scam me, but he slapped the bills onto the table, quickly drawing a crowd. Some held them up to the light, and some felt the paper. In the end, they all shook their heads and said, "They're fake." That night, I squatted outside the mall entrance until dawn, clutching a stack of fake cash. The next morning, the moment the bubble tea shop opened, I rushed inside and slammed the fake bills onto the counter. "Why did you trick me? This is fraud. I'm calling the police." The shop owner didn't even bat an eye. "I didn't prepare this money. Your mom came by yesterday and picked up your wages ahead of time. She left those fake bills with me and said that it was to build your character, so you'd realize that making money isn't that easy." My brain went completely numb. My hands and feet felt frozen as I rode the bus home. The second I burst through the door, my eyes burned with tears. "Did you take my wages?" Instead of looking guilty, Mom looked rather pleased with herself. "Now you know how hard it is to make a living, right? Just remember that we're the ones who care about you the most. When you run into trouble, your first instinct should be to come home to your family, or you can go to Julia." I shook so hard from rage that the tears wouldn't stop spilling over. Had I not tried looking for them? Had I really not tried? When a group of punks had cornered me in an alley and demanded protection money, I had hidden inside a convenience store and called them with trembling hands. But Dad only asked, "Why did they target you instead of someone else?" When the apartment ceiling had leaked in the middle of the night, soaking the wallpaper until it fell off in chunks and ruining my desk and practice papers, I had called Mom, begging her to help me find another place. Mom only remarked, "Why must you live in luxury? If you can't handle hardship, how will you ever amount to anything?" When I was running a 102-degree fever right before the SAT, I had called Paige in a daze. She replied, "Reynold is in a bad mood today. It's just a fever. Take some meds and get over it. Stop being so dramatic." And then there was the time I sprained my ankle walking home from a part-time shift. My ankle swelled up so badly that I couldn't even put on my shoe. I had sent Julia dozens of messages. She didn't reply until much later. "Go to a pharmacy and buy some medicine yourself. I'm tutoring Reynold tonight. Stop texting and interrupting us." Where were any of them when I actually needed help? I couldn't hold it in anymore and shouted, "Give me back my money. That's my paycheck. I earned it myself." Dad's expression turned violently dark. He marched over, grabbed my arm, and began shoving me toward the front door. "Money, money, money. All you do is demand money the second you walk in. Do you have any idea how much money we spent trying to find you? It's way more than $30,000. $3,000 is nothing. I don't think you're smart. You're just calculating. You're completely obsessed